Hey, what's going on, guys? Mr. John Lee here with another awesome video. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a little while. If you're a subscriber, if not, you should consider subscribing right now. So, I wanted to make this video log. It's Monday. Happy Monday to everybody. And, I'm really feeling positive and inspired by everything that I have been doing here in the last 2 to 3 years. But really every day and every month has been a challenge for me to either make it or break it. And I feel like sometimes life and the struggles in life are the best motivators, and we get to learn and build character and really discover who we really are, who we really want to be, and what life really means as individuals, as a family, as a community, as a country. And I've really been working hard to try to rack my brain to just stay busy, find my own work, stay busy. Started pressure washing, got some signs, just been making a bunch of connections. And I recently met a fellow from the community, and I felt like I really connected with him on so many levels. So often I struggle with, my whole life I've struggled with, should I just be a go-along person? But life hasn't dealt me a go-along type of hand. So, I do question a lot of things, only seeking understanding and truth. And so, man, this guy was so cool. So I kind of just wanted to make this little video log and talk just briefly about this man named Carroll, who met with me, and he had some interest in having me do some drone pictures of some property that he had. But I got to meet this individual, hopped in his truck. We were going to go get coffee or whatever, actually meet face to face, get to know each other's background, interests, and passions. It was a really awesome conversation, and it really felt good to connect with a human being on a face-to-face basis that felt like they got me. And he had a different life, and kind of did things his own way and wasn't a go-along person. And all I got out of the conversation from this individual was how much they loved their family and their life, and how they saw every moment of life as an opportunity to be happy. And so the grind and the responsibility and all of that all the time does weigh heavily on me. It's a lot of stress, especially with kids and young kids after I've already raised kids, then having kids again, and now having grandkids. And trying to find the balance is probably one of the biggest life challenges that I've ever tried to overcome or figure out, because of course that's what real men try to do, is solve problems and make the world a better place for all of us, a safer place, which is pretty damn important. But I was really inspired by this guy, and he was talking about all this stuff, and we were supposed to meet and talk about work, but what we ended up doing was meeting and getting to know each other as human fucking beings. And it just felt so refreshing to know that there are other people. It's unfortunate that, the younger generation, I don't see doing that with social media. And in all fairness, he did see a post that I made on social media. And in that sense, it did its purpose, which is to connect people and make the world a better place. Because ultimately, I've been struggling with a lot of the not carrying the burden and the stress that goes along with the faith that I felt like I've had to have, to not just go along, to be a pioneer, to have faith when the whole world seemed like it was against me, and it just all felt wrong for all the wrong reasons. And so at a certain point, I had to start looking inside myself and deciding for myself, what feels right. And I know this all sounds like, some I don't know, maybe some bullshit. A lot of people are like, I just need the 9 to 5. I just need to grind. I just need to pay the bills. But something about me wants more. But not for me, for my family. It wants more for my community, and it wants more for my country. It wants more for everyday human beings, for each other, you know? And so it was just so nice to have this conversation with Carroll. I really appreciate it. I'm really glad that I met him, and I've been chatting with him, and I really hope that those are the kind of relationships that people in their communities and their families and in business and in all aspects of their life are doing these things to really get to know people and get back to the basics. I mean, just keep it simple. And that's my video log for today. I'm going to do a drug test so that I can be a Sunday to Wednesday guy for Google Fiber. And so I'm not real excited about that, but I am excited about working with this fella, because he's talking about, you know, we got in his truck, we drove around, drove off road onto the grass, went and sat by the pond and just had a good old conversation and talked about life and what makes us happy, and that, I can't even tell you how that changed my perspective really every day. And then I bought Jordan Peterson's 2 books, 12 Rules for Life, and then 12 More Rules, and just started that. So I'm just feel inspired on so many levels. I've been getting more work, more painting work. I know the taxes are going to be a nightmare. I started with the door dashing and shit, and that was just, you know, kind of humbled me a little bit and really made me kind of, you know, think about the math involved in making sure that I'm on the winning team. But more importantly than anything else, making sure that inside I know I'm doing what's right for me and my family. And I've just been completely torn after COVID with corporate, when I lost my job because I wouldn't participate in the anti-white diversity, equity, and inclusion training and sign off on it, and then I was terminated. It just killed my spirit. Seeing our country be so divided has killed my spirit. The daily rat race, you know, the conforming to something that doesn't feel right, really bothers me. And so it's like a downward spiral you get in, and sometimes it feels like you, with all your might, you're just trying to, you know, claw your way out, and it's right there, but you just can't have it. You just can't taste it. And so here lately, I've been feeling the opposite of that. I've been feeling like I've been doing things for the right reasons, putting the right energy out there, really trying to reflect upon myself in the light of, you know, what can I do to better myself? What can I do to get the most meaning out of life and to work harder than I've ever worked in my life? You know, I'm shooting for 6 figures, but that's only so that I can do the extra. That's so that I can have the more. That's so that, you know, I can do for others. It's not really that I want to do for myself. If I don't have people in my life like Carroll that really make me feel like they appreciate me as a human fucking being that's decent and that would fucking ride or die and be there for them like they're there for me, that's the kind of people that I want to work for. I don't want to feel like some expendable piece of fucking shit that's just a number. It's just a number, an employee ID number. And so, man, I feel really good about where I'm at in life. You know, it's a real struggle. The daily grind, that's how it goes. But I just wanted to spread this message because, you know, there's people like that still out there. And I'm one of them. And if you know someone like that, drop a comment below, give them a shout out. Let me know what your thoughts are on any of this stuff, because, you know, I'm trying to open a dialogue and bring people together and find a way where there isn't a way, you know, because we are at an impasse, and I feel like it's become this spiritual proxy war, like through religion and politics, and a lot of the stuff that I feel like I used to ignore as, oh, that's bullshit or that could never happen, I feel like I've been watching it and seeing it happen. So let me know what you think. Drop a comment below, smash that like and subscribe button, and ring the bell for notifications. I'm on to the next one.